This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform helping you succeed online. Hey everyone, so I recently took a trip to Japan and I took a bunch of smartphones with me. So this could be a first in a series of camera comparisons. I just have to take a look at how much footage I have of each of the phones. But obviously this is between the Xiaomi 15 Ultra and iPhone 16 Pro Max. And so if you're watching this, you probably already know the Xiaomi has the advantage in the hardware. It has larger camera sensors. So we'll see if the iPhone can make up the difference with its image processing. As most people think the video on the iPhone is probably the best on any phone. We're going to see if the Xiaomi can close the video gap there with its larger camera hardware. And just a quick note, this won't be as detailed as my normal camera comparisons, just because this was a family vacation and I didn't want to slow everybody down. So I just took photos and videos as I could. But as I always do, I'm going to show you all those photos and videos in both good and low light conditions so you can decide for yourself which of these two camera systems are best for your smartphone camera needs. So go ahead and take a look at all the photos and videos and let me know what you think. If you've ever been to Tokyo, then you know the best way to get around probably is the Tokyo Metro subway, and you can swipe your transit card on your iPhone without unlocking the screen. If you're at Tsukiji, you're probably thinking fish, but I would highly recommend the gyudon, or the beef stew here at Kitsuneya. Now in this first photo, I actually prefer the Xiaomi and the Leica Authentic, which will be true for most of the video, but not always. Also, calling out the female chef's makeup, the Xiaomi highlights it a little bit better than the iPhone, which seems to kind of smooth it into her skin. May make for a more pleasing skin tone, but just want to call that out. If you could only visit one booth at Tsukiji, I would highly recommend Magiroya Kurujin. They have the best tuna, especially the fatty Toro, which is what you want, but go early because the line fills up fast. In this shot, the Xiaomi has a hard time with the red colors, blending in that color with the green bottom of the display case for some reason, where the iPhone handles that a lot better. But here in Leica Authentic, the Xiaomi does a better job of controlling the red color as well as the overall color temperature, but in vibrant mode it becomes too bright and it overexposes the photo to me. Now here's where you see the advantage of Xiaomi's larger telephoto sensor with its shallower depth of field. You can see more of that natural background blur, although I'll admit the reds on the iPhone look a little bit better here. Although Leica Authentic on the Xiaomi is definitely more accurate here, and you can see vibrant mode on the Xiaomi gets you closer to the results of the iPhone. Both these telephoto portrait shots came out looking quite nice, but I think the color accuracy is in between these two. The Xiaomi is skewing a little bit more on the whiter side of her skin tone. I'm sure that's intentional, and the iPhone is smoothing out her skin and producing a more even, warmer color tone throughout. And besides the fatty tuna, I would highly suggest you get some Wagyu beef. You can go to pretty much any booth. This is the one we happen to go to. And so far, all the video from the main camera sensor looks pretty much about the same to me. But again, you can see the shallower depth of field on the Xiaomi telephoto sensor. Now I got a bit too close with the Xiaomi, so it's a bit out of focus, but again, the larger main sensor, you can see the shallower depth of field. But I do like the colors of the Wagyu beef more on the iPhone. And again, as I said before, I prefer the Leica Authentic. It retains more shadow detail, and I just prefer the overall look and style. Now in this video and the upcoming photo, I give it to the Xiaomi. The iPhone has a bit too much of a warm tint here. Although I think the iPhone wins here, just has a better overall exposure of that strawberry. Again, one video is not better than the other to me, and if you notice, no one is talking, so culturally it's better to be quiet on the subway. I didn't take many selfies, and they both look fine here, but I'll give the win to the iPhone just for the better overall light balance. Also, for a content creator, a photographer, or a smartphone camera enthusiast who's looking to showcase their work, then today's sponsor, Squarespace, has you covered with their all-in-one website platform solution. Creating a new website is quick and easy thanks to the Blueprint AI website builder. Just enter what your site is about, then select what you want to do with your site, from self-promotion to showcasing your portfolio to even selling your photo prints, products, or other services. You can even set up paid memberships for your followers to access special content. From there, walk through the Blueprint AI wizard and watch as it quickly builds a template for your new website. From there, it's easy to customize with your own brand color palette, text, and images. You can even add your own social media links to quickly display them on your site. It's also easy to integrate your social media content into your website by linking your accounts like Instagram, or quickly insert videos and link them to recent or featured content from YouTube. Also, your website is optimized with Squarespace's SEO tools, helping you get discovered by showing up more often on search engine results. Go to squarespace.com for your free trial, and when we're ready to launch your first site, go to squarespace.com/GrantLikesTech for 10% off your first purchase of your website or domain. I'd like to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video and for helping me bring you more content like this. Now let's get on with the rest of the video. And again, video quality from the main camera looks to be about the same, but notice that you can leave your bike even with some of your belongings unchained without the fear of it being stolen. And again, in this series of shots of the Tokyo Metro government building, you'll notice that the Xiaomi's Leica Authentic retains more of the shadows and overall detail, and I personally prefer that look over the standard iPhone shots, but again, in iPhone you can use the photographic styles to tailor the look to your needs. And here with Leica Authentic with the colors in this photo and the next, you'll notice it retains more of a natural overall look compared to the vibrant mode, as well as compared to the iPhone shots. Now in this telephoto shot and the next zoomed in shot, Xiaomi clearly has the advantage over the iPhone in this style of shot with its larger telephoto sensor and overall better digital zoom. In this portrait shot of the statue, the iPhone wins with just better colors and overall more shadow detail retained in the right areas. Although here I prefer the look of the Xiaomi's portrait shot, and then in the next series of shots I prefer the look of the Leica portrait mode on the Xiaomi over the iPhone portrait shots. Now in Shibuya, I don't have video of the famous diagonal crosswalks, but those types of crosswalks are all over the city as you'll see here. And if anything, in the video I noticed that the iPhone controls the sky a little bit better as far as exposure is concerned, but otherwise, again, video looks about the same to my eye. And because this is a tech video, here are some shots of the Apple Store. And here's an Anchor store, which we don't really have in the US, unfortunately. And even in Japan, their trucks look like Transformers, which is pretty cool. Here's some indoor video, which still looks pretty comparable to my eye. Now this is a tough shot into some backlight, and I think they both did pretty well, with the iPhone doing a better job of exposing for the background with the better looking sky there, but the Xiaomi did a better job of exposing for the foreground in my opinion. Now if you're looking for an all-you-can-eat seafood and Wagyu beef buffet, you can't go wrong with Ginza Happo. But here's where the colors look a little bit off here with the meat. You can notice completely different colors from the Xiaomi and the iPhone. And I think the true color is probably in between, but the closer to the real color is the Xiaomi. And while we were there, it actually snowed, which I'm pretty sure is quite uncommon this late in the spring for Tokyo. And here's a random lunch, and I think again the video looks pretty comparable to my eye, and they're both doing a good job of making this lunch look as good as it was, although the Leica Vibrant on the Xiaomi is skewing a little bit too warm for my taste. Next we went to Yomi Uriland, which is about over an hour outside of where we're staying in Tokyo, just for the nighttime lights that you're about to see, which they call Illumination. But in this video, I don't really see a lot of the differences between the two phones, but let me know what you see. And as it was getting darker, you'll see the nighttime lighttime footage here. in that previous video footage, I actually preferred the Xiaomi. I think it better controlled the lights, and the night sky looked a little bit darker, so it looked more like night to me versus the iPhone. But in these photos, I think they're both pretty much doing a very good job here, except for the Xiaomi. I don't think you really need like a vibrant. I think it just overexposes all the lights. Again, I didn't take too many selfies, but in this one, clearly it goes to the Xiaomi, with the iPhone struggling with the purple background lights there. And I'll have to say this is some pretty good ramen considering it's an amusement park. But again, I don't really see a lot of differences in the video here or the photos, but do let me know what you see and if you see any kind of significant changes. And here's some low light video as we leave the park, and you'll see some reflection coming off the gondola windows as we're leaving. But let me know what you thought about the overall video. Which one did you prefer between the Xiaomi 15 Ultra and the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Leave your comments down below and I'll try to answer what I can. And as always, thanks for watching.